Besides being the second black actor who won the Oscars ever, Denzel made more Oscar history during his acting career.
It's the greatest party in the world. You know what you're there for. And what makes it good, the media is all there, but what makes it really exciting is you have that big, the bleachers with all the people there. So when they scream your name, I mean, it's really what Hollywood, it's really a Hollywood night, and I don't spend too many of those Hollywood nights.
And did you know Denzel had big other plans before his acting career took off? Also, did you know he helped actors like Chadwick Boseman to become an actor? All these questions will be answered, as well as how he started his amazing acting career in his early life that spanned over 4 decades, resulting in his movies grossing well over $1 billion. Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. was born in Mount Vernon, New York, on December 28, 1954. His mother, Lennis Lynn, was a beauty parlor owner and operator born in Georgia and partly raised in Harlem, New York. His father, Denzel Hayes Washington Sr., a native of Buckingham County, Virginia, was an ordained Pentecostal minister who was also an employee of the New York City Water Department and worked at a local S. Klein department store. Washington attended Pennington Grimes Elementary School in Mount Vernon until 1968. When he was 14, his parents divorced, and his mother sent him to the private preparatory school, Oakland Military Academy, in New Windsor, New York. Washington later said, "That decision changed my life because I wouldn't have survived in the direction I was going. The guys I was hanging out with at the time, my running buddies, have now done maybe 40 years combined in the penitentiary. They were nice guys, but the streets got them." After Oakland, he attended Mainland High School in Daytona Beach, Florida, from 1970 to 1971. He earned a BA in Drama and Journalism from Fordham University in 1977. At Fordham, he played collegiate basketball as a guard under coach P.J. Carlesimo. After a period of indecision on which major to study and taking a semester off, before setting his sights on acting, Washington had dreams of becoming a doctor. The Oscar winner only changed his career path after randomly taking an acting class in college. "I went to college to be a doctor," says Denzel. "I just took a class in acting because they said you can get an easy and good grade in it, and I just like getting good grades easily." Ironically, his breakthrough role was Dr. Philip Chandler on the Emmy-winning TV series St. Elsewhere. Washington worked as creative arts director of the overnight summer camp at Camp Sloan YMCA in Lakeville, Connecticut. He participated in a staff talent show for the campers, and a colleague suggested he try acting. Returning to Fordham that fall with a renewed purpose, Washington enrolled at the Lincoln Center campus to study acting, where he was cast in the title roles in Eugene O'Neill's The Emperor Jones and Shakespeare's Othello. He then attended graduate school at the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco, California, where he stayed for 1 year before returning to New York to begin a professional acting career. Washington spent the summer of 1976 in St. Mary's City, Maryland, in Summer Stock Theater performing Wings of the Morning, the Maryland State play, which was written for him by incorporating an African-American character narrator based loosely on the historical figure from early colonial Maryland. Shortly after graduating from Fordham, Washington made his screen acting debut in the 1977 made-for-television film Wilma, which was a docudrama about sprinter Wilma Rudolph, and made his first Hollywood appearance in the 1981 film Carbon Copy.
Showed up. Hi, Daddy. Carbon Copy.
He shared a 1982 Distinguished Ensemble Performance Obie Award for playing Private First Class Melvin Peterson in the off-Broadway Negro Ensemble Company, production A Soldier's Play, which premiered November 20th, 1981. A major career break came when he starred as Dr. Philip Chandler in NBC's television hospital drama St. Elsewhere, which ran from 1982 to 1988. He was one of only a few African-American actors to appear on the series for its entire 6-year run. He also appeared in several television, motion picture, and stage roles, such as the films A Soldier's Story, 1984, Hard Lessons, 1986, and Power, 1986. In 1987, he starred as South African anti-apartheid political activist Stephen Biko in Richard Attenborough's Cry Freedom. for which he received a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor.
Well, you and I are now in confrontation, but I see no violence.
In 1989, Washington won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of a defiant, self-possessed ex-slave soldier in the film Glory.
Denzel Washington in Glory.
That same year, he appeared in the film The Mighty Quinn and in For Queen and Country, where he played the conflicted and disillusioned Reuben James.
What the fuck's going on?
Drug squad. Don't worry about it. Pecky's time was up. Walk on, Reuben.
In the summer of 1990, Washington had appeared in the title role of the Public Theater's production of William Shakespeare's Richard III. Also that year, Washington starred as Bleak Gilliam in the Spike Lee film Mo Better Blues. In 1991, he starred as Demetrius Williams in the Mira Nair-directed romantic drama Mississippi Masala, opposite Sarita Choudhury. Set primarily in rural Mississippi, the film explores interracial romance between African Americans and Indian Americans.
What about his family?
You think I ain't good enough for your daughter, is that it? I never thought I would fall in love with you.
Washington was reunited with Lee to play one of his most critically acclaimed roles, the title character of the historical epic Malcolm X.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
His performance as the black nationalist leader earned him another nomination for the Academy Award for Best Actor. Also that year, he established the production company Mundy Lane Entertainment. The next year, he played the lawyer defending a gay man with AIDS played by Tom Hanks in the Jonathan Demme film Philadelphia, 1993.
I have AIDS.
During the early and mid-1990s, Washington starred in several successful thrillers, including The Pelican Brief with Julia Roberts in 1993 and Crimson Tide with Gene Hackman in 1995, as well as the Shakespearean comedy Much Ado About Nothing directed by Kenneth Branagh. He played a U.S. Army officer who investigates a female chopper commander's worthiness for the Medal of Honor in Courage Under Fire.
Thou dost love fair hero.
In 1996, he starred alongside Whitney Houston and Courtney B. Vance in the romantic comedy The Preacher's Wife, directed by Penny Marshall. The film is a remake of the 1947 film The Bishop's Wife, starring Cary Grant, Loretta Young, and David Niven. In 1998, Washington starred in Spike Lee's film He Got Game. Washington played a father serving a 6-year prison term when the prison warden offers him a temporary parole to convince his top-ranked high school basketball player son to sign with the governor's alma mater, Big State. The film was Washington's third collaboration with Lee.
People said, he's our prince, and he has a great responsibility to bear, and I think that has affected his roles that he's done.
The same year, he starred in Gregory Hoblet's supernatural horror film Fallen, 1998, with John Goodman, James Gandolfini, and Donald Sutherland. In 1999, Washington acted alongside Angelina Jolie in the crime thriller The Bone Collector. That same year, Washington starred in The Hurricane, a film about boxer Reuben Hurricane Carter, whose conviction for triple murder was overturned after he spent almost 20 years in prison. Although less successful at the box office than The Bone Collector, Hurricane had a better reception from critics. He received a Silver Bear Award at the Berlin International Film Festival for his role as Carter. At the 57th Golden Globe Awards in 2000, Washington won the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Motion Picture Drama for his work in The Hurricane. He was the first black actor to win the award since Sidney Poitier in 1963. In 2000, he portrayed Herman Boone, the high school football coach in the Disney sports drama film Remember the Titans, which grossed over $100 million in the U.S.
Take a lesson from the dead. If we don't come together right now on this hollow ground, we too will be destroyed.
Washington starred in the Antoine Fuqua-directed crime thriller Training Day, 2001, acting opposite Ethan Hawke. He portrayed Detective Alonzo Harris, a corrupt Los Angeles cop.
This is a newspaper, right? It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it, because it entertains me. You won't let me read it, so you entertain me with your bullshit.
Washington won an Academy Award for Best Actor, becoming the second African-American actor to win the category after Poitier, who was presented with an honorary Academy Award the same night. He also received nominations for the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Motion Picture Drama, and the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Leading Role. In 2002, he starred in the Nick Cassavetes-directed healthcare-themed drama John Q. 2002, portraying John Quincy Archibald. Washington acted opposite James Woods, Robert Duvall, and Ray Liotta. The film was a financial success but received mixed reviews, with critics praising Washington's performances. That same year, Washington directed his first film, a well-reviewed drama called Antoine Fisher, 2002, in which he also co-starred as a Navy psychiatrist. Between 2003 and 2004, Washington appeared in a series of thrillers that performed generally well at the box office, including Carl Franklin's Out of Time opposite Eva Mendes and Tony Scott's Man on Fire alongside Dakota Fanning. In 2004, he acted opposite Meryl Streep in the remake of the 1962 film of the same name, The Manchurian Candidate. In 2006, he starred in Inside Man, a Spike Lee-directed bank heist thriller co-starring Jodie Foster and Clive Owen. In 2005, he was back on stage playing Brutus in the Broadway revival of Julius Caesar. In 2007, he co-starred with Russell Crowe for the second time in Ridley Scott's crime drama American Gangster, for which he received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor.
Frank Lucas don't run from nobody, baby.
He also directed and starred in the drama The Great Debaters with Forrest Whitaker. He next appeared in Tony Scott's 2009 film The Taking of Pelham 123, where he played New York City subway security chief Walter Garber opposite John Travolta's villain.
I don't think you got any options now or leverage.
Washington returned to Broadway playing Troy Maxon opposite Viola Davis in the revival of August Wilson's Fences, 2010.
I don't want him to be like me. I want him to get as far away from my life as he possibly can. You're the only decent thing ever happened to me, Rose.
Also in 2010, he starred as a veteran railroad engineer in the action film Unstoppable.
That kind of power. Grab it by the tail, gun in the opposite direction.
The film was his fifth and final collaboration with director Tony Scott, following Crimson Tide, Man on Fire, Deja Vu, and The Taking of Pelham 123. In 2012, Washington starred in Flight, for which he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor for his performance as an alcoholic airline pilot facing investigation for his part in a plane crash.
Turn on the backup pumps. Brace. 10. Brace for impact.
He co-starred with Ryan Reynolds in Safe House, where he prepared for his role by subjecting himself to a torture session that included waterboarding. In 2013, Washington starred in Two Guns, alongside Mark Wahlberg.
Give the chickens a chance to shoot back.
From April to June 2014, Washington played the leading role in the Broadway production of Lorraine Hansberry's classic drama, A Raisin in the Sun, directed by Kenny Leon. The show received positive reviews and won the 2014 Tony Award for Best Revival of a Play. That same year, he starred in The Equalizer, 2014, an action thriller film directed by Antoine Fuqua and written by Richard Wenk, based on the television series of same name starring Edward Woodward.
You ask me what I saw when I looked at you. What do you see when you look at me?
In 2016, Washington starred in The Magnificent Seven, a remake of the 1960 Western film of the same name.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Town's got a ban on firearms. Check him in. Get him back on your way out.
You don't mind me asking, but how is it all of you go so well heeled?
What's his story?
My manservant, he's harmless.
In The Magnificent Seven, Washington plays Sam Chisholm, the bounty hunter, a duly sworn warrant officer from Wichita, Kansas. His character was renamed from Chris Adams to Sam Chisholm. It is Washington's first Western film. Washington did not watch Westerns growing up, as it was the end of the Western era in the movies. Moreover, he and his siblings were barred from going to the cinema by his father, a minister in a church. They grew up watching biblical films instead, like King of Kings and the Ten Commandments. Although he has said that he watched portions of the shows Rawhide and Bonanza, he did not view the original film in preparation, but has watched Seven Samurai. Fuqua flew to New York City to negotiate with Washington, who accepted the offer. In 2016, Washington directed the film Fences, co-starring Viola Davis and Stephen McKinley Henderson, and based on August Wilson's play of the same name, with a script by Wilson.
14 years of age.
Washington plays a former Negro League baseball player working as a garbage collector who struggles to provide for his family and come to terms with the events of his life.
Troy! All right. That's strike two.
For his performance, Washington was nominated in the Best Actor category for a Golden Globe Award, a Screen Actors Guild Award, and an Academy Award. In 2020, he produced the Netflix film adaptation of the August Wilson play Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, starring Chadwick Boseman and Viola Davis. The film was directed by George C. Wolfe and received positive reviews. The following year, he portrayed Deputy Sheriff Joe Deke Deacon in the crime thriller The Little Things, acting opposite Rami Malek and Jared Leto. The film was released during the COVID-19 pandemic and was released in theaters and on HBO Max. Also in 2021, Washington portrayed the titular character in the 2021 film adaptation of the William Shakespeare tragedy Macbeth. He received universal acclaim for his performance and was nominated for several awards, including an Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. That same year, Washington directed the drama A Journal for Jordan, based on the memoir A Journal for Jordan, a story of love and honor by Dana Kennedy. It received a wide theatrical release on December 25, 2021, and received mixed reviews from critics. In 2023, Washington was cast in Ridley Scott's epic historical drama Gladiator II, alongside Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, and Derek Jacobi.
We will not win it with honor.
Also in 2023, Washington served as a producer to The Piano Lesson, the Netflix film adaptation of the August Wilson play of the same name starring John David Washington, Danielle Deadwyler, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Now, I wish I had $1 for every time that someone wasn't at the station to meet them. I done seen that a lot.
In 2024, Washington is set to reunite with Spike Lee with the police procedural drama film High and Low, a remake of the Akira Kurosawa 1963 film of the same name. Also in 2024, it was announced that Washington would return to Broadway portraying the title role in a revival of William Shakespeare's play Othello, starring opposite Jake Gyllenhaal as Iago. The production will start in the spring of 2025 and will be directed by Kenny Leon, who previously directed Washington in the 2014 Broadway revival of A Raisin in the Sun. On June 25, 1983, Washington married Pauletta Pearson, whom he met on the set of his first screen work, the television film Wilma. They have 4 children: John David, also an actor and a former football player; Katia, who graduated from Yale University with a Bachelor of Arts in 2010, and twins Olivia and Malcolm. Malcolm graduated from the University of Pennsylvania with a degree in film studies, and Olivia played a role in Lee Daniels' film The Butler. In 1995, Washington and his wife renewed their wedding vows in South Africa, with Desmond Tutu officiating. Washington has served as the national spokesman for Boys and Girls Clubs of America since 1993 and has appeared in public service announcements and awareness campaigns for the organization. In addition, he has served as a board member for Boys and Girls Clubs of America since 1995. Due to his philanthropic work with the Boys and Girls Club, PS-17X, a New York City elementary school decided to officially name their school after Washington. In mid-2004, Washington visited Brooke Army Medical Center, BAMC, at Fort Sam Houston, where he participated in a Purple Heart ceremony, presenting medals to 3 Army soldiers recovering from wounds they received while stationed in Iraq. He also visited the fort's Fisher House facilities, and after learning that it had exceeded its capacity, made a substantial donation to the Fisher House Foundation, This program focuses on building and providing homes for military personnel and their families free of charge, while they receive medical care. Washington's other charitable contributions include $1 million to Nelson Mandela's Children's Fund in 1995, and $1 million to Wiley College to resuscitate the college's debate team. On May 18, 1991, Washington was awarded an honorary doctorate from his alma mater, Fordham University, for having impressively succeeded in exploring the edge of his multifaceted talent. In 2011, he donated $2 million to Fordham for an endowed chair of the theater department, as well as $250,000 to establish a theater-specific scholarship at the school. He also received an honorary doctorate of humanities from Morehouse College on May 20, 2007, and an honorary Doctor of Arts degree from the University of Pennsylvania on May 16, 2011. Denzel Washington has been one of the highest-paid actors in Hollywood for several decades running. In a typical acting and producing year, Denzel easily earned $60–80 million. Denzel Washington started in theater after training at the American Conservatory Theater, making significant strides with performances off-Broadway. His major break in television came with his role as Dr. Philip Chandler in NBC's St. Elsewhere from 1982 to 1988, a groundbreaking role as one of the few African-American actors in the series. He transitioned into film, where he received critical acclaim and numerous awards. Washington's film career includes a diverse range of roles, earning him 2 Academy Awards: Best Supporting Actor for Glory, 1989, as a defiant ex-slave soldier, and Best Actor for his portrayal of a corrupt cop in Training Day, 2001. His Oscar-nominated performances span across various films like Cry Freedom, 1987, Malcolm X, 1992, The Hurricane, 1999, Flight, 2012, Fences, 2016, and The Tragedy of Macbeth, 2021. Washington established himself as a leading man in films like Mo Better Blues, 1990, Philadelphia, 1993, Inside Man, 2006, and the Equalizer trilogy, 2014-2023. He also marked his presence on Broadway, debuting in Checkmates, 1988, and winning a Tony Award for Best Actor in a play for the revival of Fences, a play he later directed and starred in for its film adaptation. The New York Times named him the greatest actor of the 21st century in 2020. Here is Denzel Washington's 5 highest-grossing films by worldwide box office are: American Gangster, $267,985,456 US dollars. The Equalizer, $192,903,624 US dollars.
19 seconds.
Remember the Titans, $136,771,683 US
Colonel,
dollars.
you're gonna command your troops tonight, you understand? Twins right, 48-0 read. Let's go.
Safe House, $207,884,401 US dollars.
You can stay blind or you can open your eyes.
Philadelphia, $201,324,422 US
Because he
dollars.
had AIDS, they broke the law.
Thank you for joining us as we explored the life and career of Denzel Washington, a truly transformative figure in Hollywood. From his early aspirations in medicine to his monumental impact on film and stage, Washington's journey reflects not only his versatile talent, but also his profound influence on the industry and beyond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on more stories about your favorite stars. Share your thoughts about Denzel Washington in the comments below. What is your favorite Denzel Washington movie? Until next time.